4 days. That's all it took for Beijing to reset the board. After hosting Donald Trump in a high-stakes summit, Xi Jinping is now preparing to welcome Vladimir Putin, turning timing into a message. This is not routine diplomacy. This is calibrated signaling. China is making it clear it is not a neutral bridge, but a central pillar in a shifting global order. The sequence is striking and deliberate. Trump exits Beijing, and within days, Putin steps in. According to Chinese state media, Xi and Putin have already exchanged congratulatory messages ahead of the visit. The optics are unmistakable. China is positioning itself at the center of power play politics, engaging Washington while reinforcing strategic depth with Moscow. For Washington and Europe, the signal is sharp. Beijing is not stepping back from Moscow, despite global pressure following Russia's Ukraine invasion. Instead, China is doubling down, quietly but firmly. The back-to-back engagements underline a message. Dialogue with the US does not dilute China's alignment with Russia. It coexists with it. Xi Jinping, as reported by Chinese state media, has emphasized that China-Russia cooperation has continuously deepened and solidified. This year marks 30 years of their strategic partnership. That milestone is not symbolic. It reflects sustained political, economic, and diplomatic coordination that has only intensified in recent years. This diplomatic choreography comes at a time when the West remains wary of Beijing's proximity to Moscow. The upcoming Putin visit reinforces concerns that China is not just observing global tensions, but actively shaping outcomes. The message is layered, deliberate, and impossible to ignore. Beijing is defining its role on its own terms.
Russian President Vladimir Putin visits China this week to meet with his counterpart, Chinese leader Xi Jinping. He comes just a few days after US President Donald Trump was here and also met President Xi. The Kremlin has said that Putin and Xi will discuss global issues, economic ties, and the long-standing partnership between the two countries. This visit also marks the 25th anniversary of the Friendship Treaty signed in 2001. China and Russia's ties have deepened in the recent years, especially after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, as sanctions from Western countries pushed Moscow to lean on China for trade and diplomatic support. This visit is likely to be closely watched in Washington, as China is trying to keep a stable relation with the US, but at the same time maintaining close ties with Russia.